I don't care.
Can this go on YouTube?
I don't give a shit.
Shall I have permission to record and go to you? Okay, good. Now go ahead. Say what you just said.
If you're not told something, then you don't know.
Exactly. So if you're not told something, how do you know? Is this not a fucking common problem in this? By the way, this is going to go on.
Yeah,
live.
misinformation, misinformance, ignorance to something.
But why do people play this game of not telling you what you should know? And then they like pretend like you should know.
Because it's a part of human society where we try to be congenial to each other, and almost in a negligent way.
Hold this and talk.
Almost in a way, it almost becomes a negligence to us as a society, because we're trying to be so congenial to each other that we allow things to go on so long that it becomes even bigger of a problem. This mountain becomes a molehill all of a sudden.
Yeah, a mountain, a molehill turns into a mountain. Is that the old expression?
Yeah. I mean, I guess traditionally, yes.
Yeah. So, isn't it ridiculous that we carry on like this way?
I believe so, but I find myself doing it as well. Just
we all do it.
Yeah.
What they call it? Walking on eggshells.
Exactly.
We're all walking on fucking eggshells all the fucking time. Is that not ridiculous?
It is absolutely ridiculous.
What the fuck is this? I'm sorry. I'm this unlimited, infinite fucking being, and I'm on this planet Earth, and for some ridiculous reason, I got bought into a system where I need money and pay for goods.
You're caged.
When I should be living out in the fucking woods. Eating fruit and vegetables, not even eating fucking meat. Look at these teeth. See these teeth? Do they look like vampire teeth to you? Do they look like dog teeth?
No.
No, this is an herbivore.
Omnivore.
What do we call it?
We're an omnivore because we have a canine.
Well, wait, our teeth are designed to eat fruit.
Exactly, mainly, yes.
And what do you call that?
Herbivore.
So, herbivore, whatever that word is. So,
yes,
anyway, I think I lost track. People are ridiculous. We got to break out of the box and kind of like look from things from the outside.
Well, they have actually got us to where we have caged ourselves mentally.
Oh, yeah.
Spiritually.
Yeah, oh, yes.
But we're so ignorant to it that we never know to break out of that box. I never knew that there was a box I was in until I met you, Harmony. Honestly.
Yes, the box. I should remind everybody. I made a video not too long ago. Basically, I was in the place. For those of you who know me, this is called Wonderland, and I was for some reason my higher self came to me and said, "Sit down and meditate." And at this time in my life, this happened about 3 years ago. I never meditated, so I sat down and meditated, and all of a sudden I saw this like box inside my head, and I broke it open, and there was this like nasty orb in my pineal gland. How do you say that word?
Pineal
gland. Yeah.
Yeah, it's shaped like a pine cone.
Yeah, there you go. And so I made the thing leave, and then after it left, all of a sudden this like dimensional doorway opened up in front of me, and I saw all this like binary code laid out, and it's like a higher dimensional stuff, and I called it source code, and I saw source code, and I saw how you could rearrange it, and if you were the master, and you basically have to get to the 8th dimension. If you can get to the 8th dimension, you can get mastery of this source code, and you can literally rearrange the binary code, if you will, the source code of the universe.
Golden ratio,
and this
or
is
whatever.
backed up by a lot of physics these days as well. They discovered a frequency in the universe that
repetitive pattern.
basically backs up string theory. What? It's still recording.
Okay.
Backs up string theory.
I actually met you around that time. The time I met you at, that time in your life, and I've actually seen a transformation in your life. Really, you have ascended.
Really?
I mean, maybe you're already like that. I mean, honestly, you slowly worked me into understanding Wonderland.
Yeah, Wonderland's a fucked up place. It's going on a plate platform, I can swear. I like you holding it. I don't want to hold it. No, I'll go out here. Let's just switch our places. So anyway. So, Wonderland. It's an interesting place, folks. Wouldn't you say? My friend here's been to Wonderland many times with me.
I would say it's very intriguing.
Oh, it's so messed up. Everything's weird there, man.
I didn't even notice I was in Wonderland until you pointed it out.
Yeah. So for the viewer, for the people who are listening, this is for Patreon, by the way, since I swore, I guess. I was the one that I told my friend here about Wonderland, and then he opened up and he was like, "Yeah, I've been to Wonderland."
I didn't even notice I was in Wonderland until you explained it to me. Honestly, I saw the truth in things.
Yeah, we started comparing notes, and the one that got me the most when we talked about, you saw the big Mack trucks moving back and forth, the transport vehicles.
No, I mean, I was going.
They're fucking everywhere.
I was going over a bridge in downtown Dallas, and me and my friend were hit by a gigantic storm, and literally all of downtown Dallas, the whole metroplex, turned black, and then you saw these little red lights turn on these.
Oh, the red lights!
Bobtail trucks.
Yeah, they do that.
That's the only thing moving. We weren't
right,
even moving.
Well, the vehicles that when you're in the projects, I also call them projects. When you're in the experiment zone zone is going down. They do what's called lockdown. So they lock down a reality, and then that's why you saw the weather change. But then the vehicles that have the little red spinning lights, and they look like just regular red spinning lights. But that's a higher dimensional vehicle, and it's actually throwing out energy waves and shit, and that's like major.
The strangest thing was, I thought a tornado had hit us. Harmony. I mean, our cars literally stopped on the bridge. It was like something was like holding us there. And we're driving 40, 50 miles per hour.
Yeah, because when you're moving between dimensions, you get stuck. There's videos. I have videos. Lots of people do. I may have been on this about an airplane be flying in there and all of a sudden stop in midair. A fucking full blown jet stop in midair.
Wow.
What's happening is there's reality moves kind of. Well, it's too bad you guys can't see this. Like gears. Let's say gears that move together. And realities as they're lining up, and if they're not, it's called being in sync. You have to be in sync with the next reality. And the thing is that reality at that moment in time is moving, and there's a shift. And the airplane is flying, and it gets literally stuck between two realities. And that's why the airplane is stuck in air. Because it's literally stuck between two realities. And then as the realities slowly line up, and then when the realities line up and like go ching, they lock in, and then they get all synced up. And once the two realities become in sync, then it's literally going from one reality, getting stuck in reality, the next reality lines up, and then it becomes unstuck, and then flies into the next reality. So that airplane is literally flying from one reality to the next reality.
Is that the same thing as a dimension, per se?
Similar concept.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a trip. I mean, have you seen the frozen airplanes and helicopters and stuff? No?
If I have, I wasn't aware of it.
Well, because you have to be looking up to see it. So yeah, I happened to be looking up. I saw a helicopter frozen in midair. I was an air traffic controller, remember?
Yeah.
You know that, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And so this helicopter is frozen in midair, and the blades spin, and you know if the helicopter is moving or not. The helicopter is literally frozen in the air, and I saw the blades frozen in the freaking air, and I could actually see the pilot. He is frozen. I saw a freaking full-blown frozen helicopter in the air. But I can show you videos of, again, of freaking commercial airliner jets. We're not talking about a helicopter. We're talking about a jet. It's on YouTube. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
I can show it to you in a minute if you want. It's frozen in midair. I'll show you a bunch of videos. Airplane frozen in midair.
See, that experience is one of the... It's almost like I was under a hallucinogen when we got stuck on that bridge.
Oh, yeah, the bridge. Yeah, when you move between realities, it's really funny. You'll be driving along. It's so weird how they do it. You'll be driving along in your car, and then all of a sudden, everything in front of you will start spinning and spinning and spinning and doing this full-blown 360, and you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. It's like being on a ride at freaking Magic Mountain or Disneyland.
I had to jump in the back seat of the vehicle.
Yeah, I remember that. You jumped out of the car.
Yeah, my friend tried to...
you tried to get out of the car, and your friend goes, hey, stop!
I tried to jump out of the car and get under the bridge because I thought a tornado was coming. He goes, no, there's no... He's like, no. Please stay in the car. Please stay in the car.
Yeah, he's like, get in the car. Don't run. Reality is spinning all around you. If you step one step further, you'll be lost into the void forever. Forever, you'll be lost. Get back in the car, quick. It's the only safe place you can be.
I was ready to run, man. I mean, I was.
Oh, you want to run, man? It's probably good you didn't.
Yeah.
I haven't. When that happens, I've never had the courage to run. It's crossed my mind to run, but no, I never ran. No. Oh,
I'm trying to make sure you're okay.
The good old days, man. Whatever. It's been a long, long time since I've been to Wonderland.
Has it? How long?
A long time.
Really?
But I go there they pick me up in my dreams. They do come in your dreams, and
Once you reach the alpha zone
they they pick you up, and the astral, they come to you in an energetic way. They use high tech technology, high dimensional shit, awful technology, blah blah blah. Probably AI too if you want. I don't care. But anyway, they have a way to come to you while you're sleeping and grab your soul, your consciousness, your essence. And they can take you into other dimensions because now you're not a physical body, right? So they have your soul, basically, and they can drag the thing fucking anywhere.
Is there any defense against this?
Well, see, the thing is, when you're dreaming at night, you do have your regular dreams where you're working out the everyday stuff that's going on, your subconscious mind working shit out. But then there's another type of dreaming where you're actually physically, you're in reality, you are in another dimension. You are in another lucid dreaming, exactly. Yeah. Lucid dreaming, perfect. So lucid dreaming in reality is your soul is literally going into another dimension. It's not dreaming. It's called lucid dreaming. It's the perfect word for it. But in reality, what is really happening is your soul is leaving your body with the silver cord, as they say. You're astral projecting, and you're literally going into other dimensions and other reality. And basically, your soul has a purpose, and your soul's supposed to go out there and do its job. The thing is that these guys know about it, so they come and grab you before you can leave your body. So they know right when you're going to go to sleep, and they grab you, and then they take you off, and they fuck with you all night, so you don't do your job.
Right.
Is the goal. So they're constantly fucking with you, so you don't do your job. Is the goal. But in reality, the joke's on them because we're such a higher dimensional being that they think they're stopping us. And they're spending all their time, I don't know if I should say this, they're just spending all their time and effort fucking with us, but meanwhile, another part of our higher self is still doing its job anyway. So they're actually wasting their time and resources.
Right.
So you asked, are there any defenses?
But
there are defenses.
They're for sure causing a disruption.
Yeah, they are. But basically, the basic disruption is I recommend either getting smoky quartz or orgonite, both, and put it in each corner of your room. Because energy, just your regular energy, you're a living being and you give off negative energy. You do, because you're expelling it. And when you expel negative energy as just a normal part of your daily life, it tends to gather in the corners of your room. So the way to get rid of it is the simplest way. This is so basic. You clap your hands, not like that. Yay. No, it's like this. You gotta put your hands in a cusp and create air and go like that. You hear the echo?
Actually, push the energy away.
Well, do you hear the echo here?
Yes.
That's what you want. You want echo. So you walk around your home. I don't know. Let's go in this corner, and you clap your hands and see if there's an echo. Is that an echo?
That one did. That one did. Sure.
So if you hear, let me go this corner. If you hear a dead zone, then that means you have negative energy in your room. Well, of course everything's clear. This is Harmony's home. What am I doing? Trying to demonstrate it. But yeah, basically, if you also hear a thud when you're clapping, then that means there's negative energy there, and that means then you just keep clapping and you don't go. You just go. Like that, and you picture your mind, your body throwing energy in your hands, and as you clap, you're throwing energy into a thud zone if you have a thud zone.
And displacing it.
Yeah, and then that's but the easier way, because it hurts to clap your hands, I think. But you get a bell, and you just ring a bell. Believe it or not, it's just as simple as a freaking little bell with the handle.
The vibrations will push it away.
Yeah, you just go to your house and go ding, 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 ding. And seriously, that's all you have to do. That's the easiest thing to do.
That's amazing. Nobody knows this.
But that clears the energy out, the daily routine. But then if you want to talk about boogaboo monsters and goobly goblins and all that scary shit and, demons and whatever, then that's when you need your smoky quartz or orgonite, and you put it in each corner of your room. And of course, you want to white sage. Works good. I recommend getting high quality, like some lavender oil put on you, maybe some sage, use essential oils, and then meditate and pray and picture a big, pure golden light around you, or a big ball of energy, and you just envision this. I recommend a big ball of energy around you, coming from inside you and expanding outwards all around you, and just filling the entire sphere with pure source God creator energy, and picture pure source God creator energy coming from true, like picture the heavens or the gates opening up and just pouring through you, and filling yourself, and then you fill the room, and then you fill the whole neighborhood, and then you fill the whole state of Texas, and the whole state of California, and whatever, the whole United States, and then your energy just bursts all over the place.
Honestly, Harmony, I feel just from my experiences that I understand that sometimes you need somebody to convey that energy for you. You need like a conductor of energy to bring you back to a place to where you can do that yourself. Because I know that once you've gone too far, you've promoted so much negative energy that you can do it yourself, but you won't until someone shows you the way.
Well, I guess that's what I'm doing.
Exactly. I've talked to a lot of people, Harmony, and you're the only one that's ever showed me anything different.
Well, we're just all one with pure source God creator.
All the same?
We're just all one. Well, not everybody. Sorry, I'm talking for the folks who are listening. We're all one. Yeah, but basically, what happened a long time ago is, I don't know. Basically, these universes, just think of them as much bubbles floating around, and they're energetically connected, and one bubble is not supposed to interact with the other bubble because it has its own set of rules, its own reality, its own physics,
like
its
a
own
neuron.
Yeah, you can think of it that way. Yeah, and the thing is, one day, some folks, by some miraculous way, they figured out how to get it from one bubble to the next, and they did. And when they came in here, they were the anti of us. The anti-universe. Everything that we think is good is considered evil to them.
That's wild.
And everything...
It's really menacing.
What they consider good, we consider evil. What we consider evil, they consider good.
It's menacing almost.
And the thing is, they're right. Think about it.
Yeah.
They're right. Because they came from somewhere else, and they are who they are. So, they're here, and they're not supposed to be here. So what the fuck do you do with it? Right? You want a ladder?
Yes, sir.
So it's like, what do you do with it? You negotiate with it. Well, after millenniums and millenniums and millenniums, they basically said, fuck you. We're not going to do anything unless you make us. So, unless you make us, we don't give a fuck what you have to say. We don't care. We're just going to keep doing what we do. It's kind of like them coming to us and saying, hey man, be evil. Come on, let's go be evil and blah, blah, blah. What are we going to say? Well, fuck you.
But my question to you, Harmony,
so we're both saying fuck you.
I mean, do they have more control than we do? Obviously, it seems like.
Well, you're sitting here as a human being, so of course they have more control compared to a human being. Right. They're beyond God to a human being. The things they can do are unfathomable to a human being. A human being at this moment in time can't even fathom what they can do. They're masters of the fucking universe. They're fucking brilliant. This was supposed to be an 8th dimensional universe. They managed to crack the code, and they broke it, and they learned how to split dimensions. They tapped into the master universe, and they couldn't get into it, but they tapped into it, and then they accessed the 4 forces of the universe. They began draining power for it, so then they had enough power and energy in the supply source. So then they split the dimensions, and they learned how to, they split the 8th dimension into the 9th and the 10th dimension. So in this physical universe, they literally split the 8th dimension into the 9th and 10th. With me so far?
Keep it up.
And they created a relay system so that when it went back into the center universe, it went undetected, and this went on for millenniums. They tricked us.
Remember when
they tricked God.
The first thing you ever gave me was a sheet of paper. It was with the 3 circles. At the center of these circles were, and it had a key to it. It had the key, which was the universe, and I forget what it is. I still have this paper somewhere off in my notes, and in the center of it was a diamond.
Yeah, that one.
Is that the same? That's not the same shape, is it? Is that one?
Yeah. You're talking about, where I have the crystals?
Yes.
That's the center symbol of that.
Okay. It's
Same
just
thing.
a lot more intricate.
Well, that is a simplified version. That's the whole thing.
Okay.
He's looking at the painting on my wall. On my YouTube channel, I show the harmony painting all the time. So he's looking at my harmony.
The different
painting.
colors mean different things, right?
Not really. I just did to be pretty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the color and the 3D stuff is just to be pretty. There's no symbolism to it. Well, there's a little bit. Yeah. Okay, there is. It distinguishes between each force. I did do that. I'm sorry. Each string. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, the colors do mean something. They do. Sorry, it's late. I'm a little tired.
You've had a long week.
Oh, geez, I haven't got much sleep last night. Well,
It's been loud in
that's
here.
my fault. I was actually up late watching the Orville. Oh my gosh, you guys got to watch the Orville. It's hysterical. It's so fucking.
Can you excuse me for a moment?
Yeah, go ahead. Well, I can get the recording. All right, we're done recording, I guess. That was fun.